everybody.
Hola a todos.
Nosotros somos Julia Gorin.
Y Jonathan Weiss.
And today our topic is connection, leading and following and embrace.
La conexión, la marca y el abrazo.
Let's start with connection.
When we talk about connection, we talk about connection in the dance. We're not going to talk about connecting and finding our soulmate or the love of our life.
Maybe we can find the love of our life.
Yes, it's possible, like in life, but in this particular class we talk about connection in the dance, between the dancing couple. And what it is, this connection, it's merely knowing what's our reference for every single movement.
And our reference is the center of our partner.
How to find our own center, we were talking in video number 2 when we talked about the movement. But now we put all our attention to be connected in the center of our partner.
So, this connection between our centers we can compare to an invisible elastic. We always say that tango is a conversation. When we talk, we show interest in the other person.
And when we listen, we also show interest in the other person. So according to our body language, that interest is translated into dynamic position.
How to find the dynamic position? Check the video number 1. When we talk, the same. When we dance, we keep the attention to the other person, to be more exact in the center of the other person.
Of the other person, because when we talk, it's a dialogue and not a monologue. So when we say something, we have to give time to the other person to understand.
When we dance tango, when we lead tango, we give the girl, the follower, time to finish the movement.
Before we start leading another one.
Yes.
And the sensitivity of leading and following is actually this habit of constant attention to the center of the other person, to the center of our partner.
And now, let's do some easy exercises to training our concentration in the center of the other person.
We'll do it very easy. We will only do going down, maybe going up, or bending the body, side, another side, forward or backwards. Only this.
First, I lead.
And I follow. It is important not to keep the sequence all the time the same, not to create any pattern. So the follower is actually mirroring the movements of the leader. Next exercise, leading and following change of weight.
Remember, change of weight is the same of normal step but with 0 distance.
So we change weight, and also you will show already the direction of the following movement. Let's see how it looks.
Remember here, the girl needs to be some time to react to our movement.
Meaning that the leaders do not stop the next movement before you make sure that the follower finished the previous one. As you saw, we were using our contra-body position to understand the next direction. Because if we stay on one leg, we use our contra-body position, that will be the step backwards for the girl and forward for the guy. If in the same position, the contra-body would be this one, the direction would be back for the leader and forward for the follower.
Remember that leading is not moving the other person. We need to move our own body.
And our job is to move accordingly. We mirror the body of the lead.
This is always 50-50.
It is important to remember that any movement starts actually in the opposite direction. We were talking about this trajectory of hyperbola, a smiley. We were talking about that in our previous videos.
And remember when we said opposite direction is not mean bend our body. It's mean move our centers.
That brings us to the understanding what is needed to lead and follow any movement. Actually, we will have to pass by 3 stages.
So let's go part by part.
To make any step, and for example, let's take the step side.
The leader initiates the movement
The follower reacts.
and the leader accompanies the follower.
Let's do it one more time. We pay all attention to the center of the leader.
So the leader initiates the movement
The follower reacts.
and then we accompany the movement.
That way, we create the illusion of moving together.
Using the same logic of leading and following, let's play with the size of the step.
And remember, the size of the step depends on how we use the knee of the base leg.
It's not push our partner.
It's actually using the floor.
Let's see.
Doing these exercises in a distance, we train our bodies to keep this attention in the center of the other person. In other words, we train our connection, the sensitivity.
But in tango, we dance close to each other. And now, let's do the same exercises, but without distance between us.
Remember, nothing changed. We still keep the reference in our partner and we use our body and the floor.
Remember, we don't push our partner. Now, let's talk about embrace.
Embrace is actually the tactile sensation of having the other person in our arms.
We don't use our arm to keep our balance, or we don't use our arm to lead and follow.
So embrace is not a necessity. Embrace, it's a pleasure. The same as we have embracing another person. And we can say that embrace is actually the tactile sensation. So we engage our fingertips, having the rest of the articulation totally unblocked.
Our embrace is not a friend.
It's very personal.
Now, let's make some exercises to train our tactile sensitivity with the freedom of articulation.
So we put our fingertips onto the wall. It is important we are not leaning onto the wall, we just put our fingertips. And then all we need to come closer to the wall, and then let's get back. Pay attention to your elbows. We don't want this movement. If our elbows are relaxed, the easiest way for them to let you come closer to the wall would be this. Now at this point, make sure your wrists are not tense. That will not allow you to come closer without leaning backwards. So end wrists and your fingers are not blocked, which will allow you to come completely close to the wall. And do this exercise several times. Now we put our fingertips to the wall and we'll try to move our body, making sure that your knees are not blocked. Pay attention that the movement is easy and it's the elbows that actually have to be unblocked. Otherwise, we'll get this movement which we don't want. This would be the correct one.
Estoy algo apartado por razón de manchamiento. Ando de regis invento y a polillo de parado. No lo digo de balurdo, pero tengo mi patente. Soy cunao en el ambiente, por el nene o el pesado. Pa' que vayan relojiendo la campaña que yo tengo. Debuté por ley de juego, en Bermudino Goya, por lesiones y entreveros me comí. La 89, mi prontuario no lo mueve, ni un piquete la sentará. Si cualquiera de los muchachos y ni algún laburo en puerta, que me pase la boleta, aprendí todo esto fato.
So with all these exercises, we find the way to put in our consciousness this ability to engage our fingertips, but at the same time have all the articulation unblocked. This gives in our embrace the sensation and the possibility of being 100% present without limiting ourselves in the movements, nor to limit our partner.
Our embrace is not a frame. With this idea, we create our personal and comfortable position, comfortable for us and comfortable for our partner.
And it's also good to remember that embrace, it's not a fixed form forever. It can change depending on the circumstances, on necessity, and depending on the partner.
So we can position it in any direction. We feel in freedom.
There is no such a thing as right or wrong embrace, as long as you keep constantly this attention in the center of the other person.
Our connection.
Then it really doesn't matter. You can search for your own comfortable position. It could be maybe more parallel, or it could be more V-shaped. Also the position of the other arm. It could be, we are still in the close embrace, but the arm can be here, or here, or here, or here, or anywhere where it is more comfortable for you. So we do encourage you to look for your own embrace. So in our embrace, we are free. But as in life, freedom, our personal freedom, finishes where starts the freedom of the other person. So with our freedoms, we are not limiting the other person.
Thank you very much.
And see you soon.
In the next video.